My son has started acting autistic. I am not the original poster. The original post by you concerned mom help in R true off my chest. Reminder: do not comment on linked posts. Trigger warnings. Ableism. Mocking autism. Potentially offensive content. Less than. Mood spoilers. Annoying. Resolution. Less than. An NBSP. My son has started acting autistic. Son. April 9th, 2023. My son, 16M, recently started following this account on Instagram, TikTok by this mom who posts videos of her autistic teen son. The kid is low functioning. I don't know the politically correct way to say this. And he can't talk, can't understand complicated concepts, etc. At first, my son started constantly referencing this account at inappropriate times like family dinner, making jokes about it, randomly showing me edits he made of the account. But that was harmless enough. However, lately, my son has been imitating this kid, and it's ruining my home life. When I ask him to do basic chores, he stims instead and refuses to do them. When I ask what he wants for dinner, he lists off ingredients in this weird way that doesn't make any sense. E.g., chicken, taco, onion. He won't even answer me in complete sentences anymore when we talk. He's even doing random things around the house like dumping out entire cartons of milk into the sink and refusing to explain himself. At first, I laughed it off. But this is actually making it impossible for my son to talk normally. He even randomly makes these noises when he's talking to his friends. And I've gotten calls home from school. I'm not saying it's bad to be autistic, but my son isn't and never has been. And this has started to interfere with his entire life. An NBSP update. My son has started acting autistic. https www.reddit.com/r/trueoffmicist/comments/15cf3lq/update my son has started acting autistic /UTM source equals share and UTM medium equals web2x and context equals 3. Set. July 29th, 2023. Hi everyone. I didn't think I would do an update, but I found out that my original post had blown up and gotten reposted on other platforms. So I thought I would update you all. After everyone's recommendations in the comments of my original post, I decided to go ahead and restrict my son's access to social media. After thinking about it for a while, I decided to give him 15 minutes of supervised use of his phone every day, in case he had to text his friends. However, whenever this time happened, my son would spend just a couple of minutes checking and quickly answering his texts. And then he spent the rest of the 15 minutes just watching the new videos from about this account he was obsessed with. He would imitate the kid while watching the videos and show me all the posts about him that he found funny. The first few times when I took away his phone after 15 minutes, he would get upset about it, dropping the autism act, and try to get more time. But that quickly stopped when I threatened to limit the time even more. After over a week, he seemed to still be just as obsessed with this account and imitating the kid's mannerisms. So I thought I might have to take even more measures to make him stop. However, soon afterward, I received a call from my son's school principal. It turns out one of the kids in his class had an autistic sibling and found his behavior offensive and annoying. So they reported him to the principal, who had brought him in to talk and gave him detention and was threatening worse if this continued. This finally brought my son to stop doing this in school, and after I spoke to him about his principal calling me at home too, I made him unfollow the account on social media, and then I gave him normal access to his phone again. He has never explained to me what was motivating him to act the way he did. But I think it was a combination of encouragement from his friends, who found his accurate impressions of this kid funny and would call it going. Name of the autistic kid. Mode. And using it as a weird way to get out of doing work around the house. A month or so later, once this had all blown over, my son was looking at Instagram and saw my original post reposted over a clip of someone playing a video game. He asked me about it, and I told him it was me. He was a bit angry, but I think he realized he couldn't get too mad at me for it after what he had been doing. Just this week, my son saw a fake update post on the same account where someone had made up an update to my original post, which I didn't write. Because of that, I thought I should make this update telling you what actually happened. An NBSP. Thanks to you, Direct Caterpillar 77, for recommending this BORU. An NBSP. Reminder: I am not the original poster. This is just so strange. Teenagers are strange. Honestly not sure if the call from the school actually changed the teen, as odds are his friends and him were still mocking autistic kids. Mom's Reddit social media post blowing up probably hit the hardest. It turns out one of the kids in his class had an autistic sibling and found his behavior offensive and annoying. So they reported him to the principal. Props to this kid who handled this responsibly. I have 2 autistic siblings, and as a teen, I would have absolutely lost my temper on another person doing this. I got in a fight at that age over someone making fun of one of them. Damn, 16 is a little old for this behavior. Yikes. At my high school, someone doing this wouldn't be seen as funny. They'd just be made fun of for being cringe. The fuck did I just read? I swore I would never turn into one of those old people that bitched about young people and fell down the kids these days rabbit hole. With that caveat out of the way, WTF is wrong with kids these days? As someone who had to mask his own autism all his life, this would be infuriating if it wasn't a 16-year-old kid being dumb. Why did she restrict his online time instead of his content? Why did she allow continued access to that account instead of making him unfollow, block it? Is it Darius? What does it say about the mother that she doesn't actually care about his mocking behavior unless it is impacting her? Do parents really not try to teach their children empathy and kindness? OOP's kid is goofy, but why the hell is some mom posting videos of her autistic son on TikTok? He isn't some weird pet for you to show off to your friends. He's your kid. I hate the trend of millennial parents acting like they are heroes on social media because they have a kid with a disability. Harmless, that your son is so ableist he thought it was appropriate to constantly show you videos of a disabled child to mock and you just let it happen? Ew. Yikes. Teens can be weird. This level of behavior is pretty bad. The parents honestly should have done something quicker. LMAO, this kid got Subway Surfer'd. I hope the comments tore him to shreds, haha. So the mom started this off by laughing along with it. Her son was taking the piss out of a kid with autism and she thought laughing was a good idea. Are you kidding me? She didn't start off right or do much of anything right here. She's just as bad as the son. As someone who has had to mask his autism for decades and someone with a non-verbal nibbling, this infuriates me. And even more so the mom on TikTok. Our lives are not for some social media hits. I don't understand why the parents' first reaction isn't to sit down and talk with their kid. Instead of saying, "Oh, this is harmless, let me sit here and not do anything until an actual problem arises, then pretend like communication with my child isn't the solution. Honestly, I feel like she should have made him undergo professional evaluation. Even if she knows it's a bit, she should treat it like it's not. Bet he'd stop acting like that real fast. I feel like the other easy fix would have been taking that kid to the doctor with concerns. Should snap him out of it pretty quickly. I just got a vasectomy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.